Hey guys, welcome to the Hog Shooter Hot Rods YouTube channel, and today we are cruising down some old Missouri back roads here, driving a little gravel, headed to my buddy's dad. His name's Gary. Headed to his house and gonna do a little revival kind of a thing here on a 47 Ford with a flathead in it. Car's been sitting for a few years, hasn't been started. Gary says it should be super simple, so we're going to start this thing and end up loading it on a trailer and taking it back to my buddy's house and putting it in his shop so that more cleaning can be done, because it definitely needs all the cleaning.
BC OCR. Yeah, I remember old Hiram over there. This is where my old blue Chevy square body went to.
Okay. He ain't playing. He has the trailer hooked up.
Just about to get the wax patina on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got quite the patina for sure. That's it. Old repair.
Fired up. It drove in here,
Yeah.
but there's been a little water sitting on that there where something's been leaking down there.
Yeah. A flathead. Wow, that thing's got a shiny distributor on it.
That is it's a alternator inside an old generator looking case. Try to keep it looking old school as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm talking the distributor.
Oh, the distributor.
Yeah. Because it's all the way down.
Yeah.
That's what's weird about these. It's got the red.
And need no valves in the heads in there.
Right. The red plug wires. Are they Stromberg carburetors?
You know, I don't know. I've got an extra one over there that I come up with, but I just bought the two manifold for the two of them.
Yeah. Well, does it make spark? Does it make fire?
Yeah, it'll turn over.
In neutral?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Free as can be. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some good cleaning. Very nice.
Where's the gas can, Dad? These both full?
That big one right.
So it never like showed that it had fuel up in this filter yet, Gary.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I told that guy that built the motor and everything, I said, you know, I was thinking about putting a electric assist on it, you know, fuel pump system. And, no, you don't need to do that. He says, just keep turning it over, it'll come up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe the more you have it running and stuff, the better it'll do. I did close the choke blades down on it.
Okay, you want me to close the choke down on it or leave it in?
Well, I manually closed them out here.
Oh, okay.
That opened the choke on the front carburetor.
Which I pushed it back in, it's out here. You want it out or in?
Yeah, go back the other way. There you go.
There.
Let's see how that does.
All right, tell me when.
Go for it.
Still ain't pulled it up yet?
Uh-uh.
Think we'll pull that apart and fill that up full of gas and put it back on there, or?
Yeah, I mean, we might try getting it force fed a little bit. Crank her up. Don't act like it's pulling, but it's also dripping gas right here now that it has gas in that fuel filter. Tighten these back up. Huh, it never actually like started pulling stuff up there. We put some more in our little bottle here and we'll keep going.
Raymond may have put that on there sometime, probably, or
Whoever. All right. Crank her up. Started filling up the sediment bowl or anything on it, Gary.
it ain't pulled it up yet?
I don't know that the fuel pump's pumping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gasoline looks a little bit orange. So I wonder. Well, I put some gas in the float bowls there. I mean,
Hang on, I've got to hook the lines back up.
oh well, let's see what this thing does. Does
mean
it
the pump?
make
I got
fuel
you.
come out?
I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, I would stand back if I were you.
All right.
Fuel pump's not doing anything because it didn't even try to push any fuel out of that.
Think
Daggone it.
we'll change it and put an electric fuel pump on?
I mean,
Because this ain't gonna be driven that much, so it's gotta
Yeah.
be something that we want to start and drive though when you want it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm the only thing I don't like about fuel pumps that go out, and then, you know, you'd have to run a line around that, because if the diaphragm goes bad, it'll let fuel go into your oil in your crankcase. Windyville.
Kind of over by Buffalo.
Okay. It's whole life.
Yeah, and then my uncle, he sold his car to a guy. And after I'd been down to his house, and I asked him, I said, well, what'd you do with your old car? And he said, well, a guy wanted to buy it, so I sold it to him. I said, well, I wish the hell you told me I'd bought it. He said, well, I wish I'd known you wanted it, I'd sold it to you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, about a month later, he called me up and he says, Gary, you want that car? I got it back. And I said, okay, I'll be down to get it. $1,500, it was drivable.
Oh, wow. But then you've pulled the motor and
Yeah, I had the motor rebuilt.
Rebuilt
It's got a cam
it.
in it and some stuff now. It's probably, instead of 80 horsepower, it's probably 85 or 90 now.
yeah.
But the body's really not that bad a shape.
No, it's not. It's not terrible. It's honest, because it's been like, it's not been painted and body fillered all up. What's been primed is over the metal.
In the back and 2.5 in the front, from what originally was.
Okay.
And my original thing was, I thought, well, if I could do that, just lower the springs, and then I could drop down with some either 15-inch wheels on it or 14s with some fatter rubber tires on it.
Yeah.
That way I could get it down a little lower maybe and still look okay.
what's the difference in the deluxe and the super deluxe?
Yeah.
Probably the Super Deluxe may have had 2 carburetors or something, I don't know. Ain't no telling.
I don't know either. Well, that is, flatheads are really neat engines. What started all the craze. Ran long enough that the coolant in the radiator got these pipes warm. All right, so we're back over here today. Old Bobby's taking the fuel line off the carburetors. We up there.
Hey Dad, you got room in that garage up there? Go ahead.
I don't know what happened, but so we're taking fuel line off. We've purchased a fuel pump, which was like easy to order from O'Reilly's for a 47 model flathead, which is kind of interesting, but we got to change the fuel pump out on the old flathead to get it where it's going to suck gas up out of the tank. It'll run off a bottle all day. That was almost scary how fast this thing fired up for sitting for several years here in Gary's shop. So he talked a little bit about the history of it and stuff yesterday. It's got like a nice little crease here. I think I'm gonna straighten that for him before we leave and try to get this fuel pump took care of, so this thing's gonna suck gas and start and run on its own. It's set up and recording, but perfect. Like that thing is put it off back there, but it's like you would think that would pick up. Maybe it's just hung on the studs.
He's got a flathead heads in here, whatever they are, holding for a tire stop.
So let's go back. I'm trying to draw it straight out. Some gentle. Yep, grease on top of it. So now we'll set it over here on the bench, pull these 2 bolts out, drain that stinky gas out that I'm now going to have to smell for the rest of the day.
Oh, I need to. Dad, how much gas is in this car?
Yeah.
Before you put that in there, this here just goes down to, let's see,
Uh-oh.
this right here, what makes contact with that, this here?
I have no idea. I'm just putting it back together like it was.
Uh-oh. Give it a second. Yeah. Hey, just simple stuff. 20 minutes for 2 bolts, 30 minutes for another 2 bolts. You can reclock this thing though, so that's nice. You didn't have to order a whole nother one. Check out this display case over here in these
Yeah, you see
these
through
motors.
See, shows my house cleaning it.
Oh, it's okay. Gary, what's the story? What's the story on these?
These belong to my best friend. That, you know, me and him worked on his cars, we worked on my cars.
Yeah.
And I've known Jack for, shit, he was 66 when he died. And I probably knew him for 40 years,
Yeah.
50 years maybe. Ever since I came to Belton,
Right.
1968.
Back when you was long haired and looked
Yeah.
like you could take on a, you know, grizzly bear with a switch.
I showed him them pictures in there.
Yeah, yeah, I saw the picture of you standing there, looked like getting ready to take on the world.
I guess when I was laboring, I was a hot carrier, I think, at that time. That was behind the mixer?
With the hair down to your shoulders.
Yeah.
No shirt on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like I do now.
Pretty much.
All right, so last 2 bolts, and then we got to start all the lines straight and get them tied on here. We're crossing our fingers and hope our diagnosis was right. You know, we don't have the OBD2 port to plug the computer in to tell us if we're doing things right or not on this stuff.
These pinstripes on these wheels here, did they used to do those by hand or did they do those by a machine?
You know, like if it's done at the factory, they had a tool called a bugler tool, and it would dispense paint out of it and had a little wheel that turned that would put the actual paint onto the surface, so you had different pattern stripes. It could have been done with that. I don't know.
I seen a guy on TV, the way he was doing it. 400 horsepower.
What? 400.
400 horse. I thought you ought to have grandkids and that son of a bitch out pedaling around.
Well, I don't know about that.
She is a Bel Air though.
Yep, it's 5.
55 Bel Air
Cruiser, it says.
electric car.
Serenity.
Yeah. You better give it to her once you hear it drive.
Pretty cool fuel line, huh? Only has a couple spots to leak.
We'll hang that thing from the ceiling or something. Oh, fuck.
All right, buddy. Tightening the fuel line up on it now.
Hang on, Dad.
I think we got a few. Yeah, we're good to let her whirl her over, see what it does. I'd never stand in. Makes motor noises, right? Hit it again. Yeah, it's pumping gas now. It's pumping. Give it gas in here, or do I need to do it out there?
Oh, I didn't do nothing out there.
Okay, yeah, you got gas. Yeah, you just gonna have to keep her running because the choke's open. Come on with it. Ain't scared me. Keep cranking. the chokes closed out here, and that put it up on fast idle. I didn't know if you wanted to run at that RPM or.
We're leaking pretty good though.
Yeah, we got a little fuel dripping going on up here.
Get that Phillips screwdriver on there.
Probably be better to use
Has it got torque
a
on?
socket.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the smallest size on that wrench set. I wondered if it was this. That fitting right there is like super tight.
Yeah, where'd that 1/4 inch socket set?
No, I've got the wrenches right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a 5/16. Got to have that magnetic bit on the end of the impact. The thing was, like, I never moved that gasket off the bottom. I just popped it off the top when we turned that. Yeah, I think you might be right. That socket set's gonna be necessary for them back couple.
Hey, Dad, where's that socket set? You know? I just put it in the car. I got the sockets anyway.
Yeah, we just need a 5/16 or 8mm. Don't want to use no 8mm on Gary's car. Yeah, every time I go to O'Reilly's, I need to buy a can of brake clean.
I brought some with me. Oh no, I didn't. I brought starting fluid, PB Blaster.
Yeah, starting fluid would like clean it off. I got all of them at those back couple. Just lean over real quick here and give her a little cinch up. Click.
Torque it down some. What's that torque spec, Oklahoma style?
That is 2.73 pound-feet.
I like it.
Hey Josh,
Hey, Dad.
I got that power washer and it was sitting in here. I took it down and had Alan, he got started and got it
Which
running.
one?
So it's looking at that fitting on top. I see it looks like that there. Yeah, that's weird. It's all the fittings have that ball, like brass ball, like pressure fit.
Yeah.
That's obviously probably aftermarket setup. I don't know. I always thought that was wrong. The brakes work gas line. That's your home line. I mean, that's a pretty short range, so. We're in here, you're like from outside. That really isn't like bad. Thanks. Okay, I can close these scopes off a little bit. That opens that throttle up. All right. What about that? Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'm watching it like this. Yeah, it's got gas stuck in there. I think it would be running like a champ right now. The gas tank started up. Like it. This thing right now, the fork off. Like it. Over here. Yeah, I mean, again, starting to burn. Just need. Yeah.
Maybe it's
I mean, but how warm is it?
right.
Those aren't. They were warmer than that yesterday.
The head's not even hot.
Yeah, it's just like
Needs a while.
I would say. I mean, I would just run the car. What else we got to do?
Nothing.
All right, crank that thing.
Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know.
Fenton headers.
Yeah.
Is the fuel pump pumping?
Yeah, it definitely
You
is.
got that rod connected.
Yep.
Dry spot.
Yeah, you could tell when you were sliding that down, it was putting pressure on it, trying to push it back off. I could feel it like catch the edge and set down on it just a little bit further. I don't know if our dinosaurs are kind of old.
Shit, some of these shows I watch them read. puddle of it in there, and as you're backing out, it's dripping everywhere.
Yeah. Well, at least now you're going like
Oh,
forward.
fuck yeah. It's pouring out. Hang on.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
It's pouring out of here.
You might be able to feel it. I don't know. So this is oil cooler for it, right? It's
Is it
coming
that
out.
Honey Bee cooler?
Yeah, it's coming out up at the top of it. Looks like.
They overfill it, maybe? I mean, this is just gonna happen.
Yeah.
May have to put a new gasket in that, or we can even take
Yeah.
that thing off.
Is that, maybe that ratchet that's still by chance on the car?
That's my ratchet, I think.
No, this one's mine.
Oh, the little one's yours. I don't know.
I thought I'd try a big ratchet. Yeah, little ratchet's not.
Okay,
Is it in my back
bitch.
pocket? Is it in my back pocket?
There we go.
I believe it might be in my back pocket. Car guy garage over here. Look at this visor. I noticed this.
Yeah.
I figure you guys ought to check this out with me. Old school tinted plexi. Got the purple tint. Yeah, that'll be hard to come up with. We can make it with clear and candy it.
Okay.
Oh, I gave away a secret. You guys don't tell anybody. You can't know that information. The Body Shop Mafia will come to your house. Late night, cover of darkness, black Suburban.
Here you go, Brian.
Oh, yeah, hey. Man, put the patina sauce on that. I got the header on it. That was the fastest thing on the face of the planet. There's the seat out of her. Yeah, she's in good shape.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
So there's a color I wanted to paint the car, but I don't know if I need to paint the car now. But there's a color. It comes out a lot on the
Yeah.
bunch of those. It's kind of it's in between a green and a gray, or in between a gray and a green.
In between gray and green, so it's like a
It's almost a gray.
mossy looking color like your truck, but more greener.
A little bit of a greenish tint in it.
Yeah, see, to me, your truck has a green tint to it.
Okay.
It may be the grass. Keep it under 100. That's what the farm mechanic told my grandpa. Said everything be fine, Mr. Odell. You just keep it under 100.
I gotta go by the pharmacy on my way home.
Yeah, okay.
We may need-
Building a fireplace for a guy up the street from my house, and I told him, I said, well, would you want to pull my motor out so I could take it to the guy to get it rebuilt?
Yeah.
And rebuild the brakes on the car and just do, get it mechanically sound. And I said, I'll knock a couple $1,000s off your bill that way. And so we did that. Well, I took the motor up there to the guy to rebuild it, and he said, well, he says, well, you charged me to put some stone across the front of my house there.
So if you start out with a 327, it gets smaller displacement. If you start out with a 283, it gets bigger. As you can take a 283 block, a lot of them will go to 120 thousandths oversized if you wanted to. They're so thick.
How much further do they have to go to make a?
It's the fender's on top of the rail. We go push it along. pouring out the oil. Look at that.
Yeah, pouring out the oil out the beehive cooler. Bag gasket.
No big deal.
No inside handle.
No,
Dang it, the good.
Stolen.
So that fit that, but it didn't do any good.
Turns them old songs into you. Like rusted.
Oh yeah. I don't know where I set the grease cap for this car. I've been looking high and looking low, but I ain't found so far.
What are we missing? The motor, the Altenhausers, the Fenton fucking. Oh, you're still recording.
Yeah, I mean, show all of it off. We get it in some better light. Not a lot of damage though. I mean, curled under corner there. Looking good. Not a lot of rust in these areas. I think all this is just surface stuff, really. It's like somebody had the, I don't know, welder out of some kind. That's a weird spot. Little perforation back here in these lower corners. This panel's pretty solid though. Trunk floor is just pitted really bad. No perforation there. Yeah, get it in, clean it up, undercoat it, clean the fenders up, put it back together just like this, scuff it down, shoot it with some flat black. I'm gonna come in with just a dolly, and it's got some dents. They said it rolled. I don't know if I got that on video or not, but the roof was all mashed in and old Gary got in there and pushed it out. So pretty cool deal. We'll definitely have to get better video of this motor at some point.